So I'm going to talk a little bit about temperament. Now, this piano over here and this piano over here are both tuned in equal temperament. All of the intervals are exactly the same. But if I were to take the two pianos and tune octaves all the way down on this one and fifths, pure fifths, all the way down on that one, when they eventually meet up again on C after 12 fifths, they would be out of tune. They wouldn't be agreeing with each other. Now, that's an acoustic fact, and the question is how we deal with it. So on pianos, typically, the octave is divided up equally into 12 intervals. Now, we maybe don't need to worry about that as string players, because it's only when we get down here onto our bottom string where we realize we're flat. But I'm going to show you a couple of quick things. If I make that a fifth, that's pretty close. I make this a fourth. So the interval now with my open G should be a sixth. But it's not, it's way too big. I can't use that. But if I make this a reasonable sixth, then this becomes a terrible fourth. So the other thing is the melodic element of temperament and how that... So that semitone might be acceptable, might even be beautiful if we think of Casals playing the Swan, that he'll play a nice bright F sharp up close to the G. But if I put that, if I make this a perfect fourth, then I put my expressive sharp semitone, it makes a third that's unusable. If I find a pure third, alternate between pure fourth and pure third, gives me a huge semitone. So even though we're string players with only a small range of notes to play, we still have to think about temperament. So I've got an easy way of thinking about it. I go on holiday to Turkey and I buy a carpet. My carpet is 13 feet wide. You have to know a little bit about feet and inches for this. I get home, however, and I realize my hallway is only 12 feet wide. So I've got to put this 13-foot carpet in a 12-foot hallway. This is the discrepancy that we're talking about. Now, I have a choice of what I can do. I can fold up my carpet with a little kind of pleat in it, like this. I can make a little pleat of 1 inch, and I can have 12 of those. So my carpet won't look very nice. I'll lose the pattern in it, but it will fit. Because I don't want to just cut a foot off it, because I'll lose the pattern. Or what I can do is, and that the 12 1-inch pleats is the equivalent to what the piano does, the equal temperament. Or what I can do is, in the place where I walk a lot, in the middle, I can have no pleats, and at the edges, I can have 3 2-inch pleats at one side and 3 2-inch pleats at the other, or a combination of 1-inch and 2-inch pleats. So in a way, this is what 18th century temperaments were doing. They were playing with how to kind of get round this problem of the comma that resides at the end of these two pianos being tuned, one in octaves, one in fifths, and dividing that up in different ways to change the sound of the group. Now, the reason I think this is so important, if you're thinking harmonically as you play, then you can tune your fifths to be pure and you can tune your thirds to be pure as well up to a certain point. Sooner, if you try and play like that, say a Bach chorale, sooner or later you'll come up against a problem and you'll realize that you can't keep doing that. So you'll need to keep adjusting a little bit. But it's one of the things I notice about groups that are playing in a mixed temperament, like sixth comma mean tone, for instance, where they're dividing the comma into sixths rather than twelfths like the piano, one of the things that you'll hear straight away is the incredible purity of the sound, where the third isn't too high but is low enough to be pure. And that's definitely one of the really satisfactory, kind of enjoyable moments of listening to a really good Baroque group.